Hey guys, Sheena here. So let's talk about doing a road trip with baby. I actually first want to talk to you about our first road trip. Goodness gracious, Declan was June. We did our first road trip in June and he was born in April. So 2 months old? Wow, does that sound early? Well, I thought so too. The doctor said, go ahead, it's fine. If he's doing well in the car. If he's not, this will really help. So he got car sick, I think, once, but it wasn't that bad. It was just after a battle. And big things you really need to know when you're doing these car trips at a really early age, around 2 months, are you're gonna make a couple stops. Baby may even sleep the whole way there if you don't have to make stops. So I did not wake him up for feedings on the car trips. We were feeding him every 2 hours, and there was no sense in me stopping if he was fast asleep and happy. So what you are going to notice though, since you are going to put them off their schedule a little bit, is he might be a little more groggy or maybe his belly might be hungry. I think the reason Declan got car sick because he woke up and he was hungry. He went almost 4 hours and did not eat a bottle because he fell asleep right before we were going to feed him. So I think it's definitely doable. What you have to do though is be prepared. So before you get ready to pack, I want you to sit down and make a list. Think of all the things that you use for baby every single day. Type this list into your computer, save it. You are going to want to change this as baby gets older because things will change. When he was this age, we needed, we still were using Vaseline, we were using newborn diapers. He was sleeping in a pack and play light, which I love. He now is not really using the pack and play light because he's so long. It would just be really uncomfortable, especially since he just started sleeping in a twin bed. So that's not a logical thing for a 9-month-old baby, or at least my 9-month-old baby. But at 2 months, the pack and play light was amazing. Some things we loved having were his car seat, obviously. You need to make sure you bring a stroller. Keep your diaper bag stocked up for however long you're going for. Tons of extra clothes. Declan got a little bit car sick. It was hot. And he spit up a good bit, so we needed a lot of extra clothes. Wet bags were awesome to have. You can't use sunblock at this time, but sunglasses and a hat. Fan if you're going to be outside. These were all really helpful, awesome things for us to have. Maybe you want to bring a couple toys for him, some comfort toys. At this age, they're not really enticed by a lot of toys, but just some things that are from home, familiar items. You want to make sure you bring enough food for baby. So if you're breastfeeding, bring all your breastfeeding stuff and maybe all your storage things. Or if you are lucky and you have a great supply, bring some milk from the storage and you then don't have to pump on vacation. Your call. But I think that for us, we brought bottles, food, formula for him. He wasn't eating any solids yet, but bring your bottle cleaner. And then think about, are you going to have an area where you can dry the bottles or should you bring your drying rack? Those are all choices you need to make that are best for you. How much space you have in the car, who you're going with, how long you're going for, all going to be things that determine that. If you have less room in the car, there are tons of things you can purchase when you get there. You can get soap to clean baby's bottles when you get there. You can get all of the formula, all the diapers and the wipes for the most part. Make sure you bring enough for the car ride there. But other than that, you can get a lot of your stuff there. Or if you have access to laundry, you won't have to bring as many clothes, but you will have to stop to do laundry. So on the actual travel day, try to keep your child on their schedule as much as possible. But I understand that's not really necessarily a doable thing. We left early, so that meant Declan woke up early. He was waking up around 10:30 at this time, and he had to get up at 7:30 to leave on this trip. Because you don't want to leave the house at 10:30. You won't enjoy the day out there if it's a trip any distance away. So we went to a trip that was about, I want to say 3.5 hours away. We were headed to the racetrack. We needed to bring ear protection for little guy. These worked awesome. So we took him to the racetrack to watch daddy and his granddaddy race. My mom and dad and brother all came. It was so much fun. I chose not to race because I was not cleared to drive yet. And I just had a C-section, but I still wanted to be a part of the fun. So keep in mind though, Sitting at the racetrack in the heat with a baby all day is not something possible. We went to Barber Motorsports Park and we went to the indoor museum, which was really fun. But also on vacation, hiccups can still happen. He had sat outside, we had a long car trip, and he got sick as a dog in the museum. One big spit up, but it was a big spit up. The entire car seat was drenched, went through the stroller and into everything. It's okay. We use the laundry facilities and we brought awesome cleaning wipes. Those antibacterial wipes, they come in a circular jar like this cylinder. They're awesome. I use the Greenworks one. So that way they are safe for dogs, safe for baby. We wiped on everything. I feel like we scrubbed everything with them and then used the wash there. But we had a lot of extra clothes too, so we didn't necessarily need to use the wash. Just sometimes it's easier so you don't have to deal with it when you get home. But so think of other options. If you are going outside in the summer, what are things you could do inside possibly? Like malls, movies, bowling, or maybe a museum at the place you're going to visit. So just really think of alternate options if you are going on vacations. But that is our 2-month trip, which was awesome. I will do a video about our trips when he gets a little bit older later. Bye, guys. On the road again, huh, Declan? Are we headed on the road, baby? On the road again. Whee!
Yeah, company this
I'm gonna
Declan.
go eat breakfast and then go back home. Back to Knoxville. Hi, baby. I love you.
Oh, I'm fine.
Good morning, baby. Oh, you love the camera, don't you, love?
I don't know what it was spilling.
On the road.